What a beautiful start to the day. What's going on, team? It's Ricky with TechBud Solutions. One thing that I want to remind you is, again, during today's live trading session, this is just a great reminder. We waited all of this time, right? About 40 minutes of the market just consolidating after it peaked and began to show no signs of progress for NASDAQ for literally a 4 to 5 minute play. This 4 to 5 minute play, it led to an active sell-off. Momentum was actually in place, and this is when the actual opportunity ended up presenting itself. Other than that, the market was just consolidating, and it really didn't make too much sense there. And this is why, again, it's so important to be super selective during choppy markets and to know when to step on the gas when direction is favorable. On SQQQ, as we all know, the NASDAQ market, when it goes down, SQQQ goes up. I'm up $2,900 to $3,000 on the day. And guess what? It didn't start that way, right? Because I took a position originally when the market, during that pre-market session, during that CPI data report, like I live streamed, but then market direction began to change. I reduced my position size, right? I'm not a perfect trader. Let's not pretend to be. Then it became very overbought. During my live session with the LPP team, it was very obvious, right? We waited. There's no progress for the bulls, and that was a perfect recipe for the bears. So once we got that proper confirmation, we step on the gas, direction is favorable, and guess what? We walk away in the green. But it's not my profit, or it's not my money until I lock it in. So the goal today is working towards a little bit closer to that $19 price point. We are seeing a slight resistance here right around 1864, just like we did during that pre-market session. But I want to see if we can challenge that $19 price point, and I can get a little bit closer to my goal of around 10 to 12K on the day. I'll make sure that I keep you guys up to date when it comes down to my overall trades, especially if you guys follow me on Instagram, which is the third link in the description down below. But one thing that I want to share with you is the CPI data report was released today, came in at 3.7%, and that is a little bit higher than what was expected, as the 3.6% was what was expected. Core CPI did come in a little bit lower than what was expected, which is the main thing. Core CPI is the only thing that the Federal Reserve can actually moderate, right? When they raise or drop or cut interest rates, it doesn't affect food or energy. It really just affects core CPI, which is all items excluding food and energy. So when you look at this actual CPI data report, it's very easy to see. Yes, we did see an increase, but then we remove the 0.2%. But core CPI, as you can see, came in at 4.3%. And based off of previous months, right, we actually saw a drop from the 4.7, if I'm not mistaken, to the 4.3. Overall CPI did see a rise. And again, the main contributor to that is the energy sector for, what is that? Gasoline, fuel oil, and energy commodities all saw a pretty significant jump. So again, just a friendly reminder that that is the biggest area that saw the biggest jump for the month of August. What saw the biggest decrease? The biggest decrease was used cars and trucks. And again, I broke this sheet down all in today's CPI data report live stream. So very excited to follow up. Just didn't want to overcomplicate this video. For those that are wondering what is going on today, why is the market performing the way that it is? CPI data report was released today, came in a little bit higher than what was expected, but core CPI came in lower than what was expected. So as of right now, it's still pretty mixed. I would expect somewhat of a challenging market ahead because, again, we still don't know 100% what the Federal Reserve is going to do, but this might add a little bit more hawkish sentiment to the market than dovish, which means a rate pause, right? So very excited to follow up. I'll keep you guys up to date via Instagram, or if you're part of my Learn Plan Profit group, again, they got to see this trade happen live, right? They get to see my entries. They get to see my exits. It doesn't matter if it's a good or a bad trade. They get to see it all, right? And most importantly, they get to hear my thought process behind every single trade. So if you're an absolute beginner and you think that it would be of value for you to be able to watch me trade live every single day so you can understand my thought process that leads to my good trades or my bad trades, it's the second link in the description down below, and you can watch me trade live as soon as tomorrow. It is a one-time payment, lifetime access, and you'll get to watch me trade live every single day, and you'll also get access to our A to Z video lesson library that's designed for complete beginners. It's all inclusive, and yes, it is $175 off right now, and that's the second link in the description down below. I hope that earned your thumbs up. Please consider subscribing, and like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy, team.